correct. Or, well, I mean, if they use the risk management.
So sorry to cut you off. May I ask, if, for example, you were to enter a trade, what would be your strategy before entering a trade? If you don't base any of your information on TA.
Like I said, I do use TA because
No,
there's
just a simple answer. How would you enter a trade?
because I want to look for where large money players and then of course minor players, because
Yeah.
big players and medium players and small players, they're like a trinity. But so it's basically the three pillars of different market participants fighting with each other.
Yeah, of
So
course.
the big money's always going to win. But what the big money always wants to do
Yeah.
is they want to look at the money that's still big, but not as big as them. So that's like basically
So you base your trades upon human psychology. Am I correct?
well, I mean, sure, that plays a major role, of course.
Yeah.
But really, it's just information processing at the end of the day, because you're still going to be looking at a chart at the end of the
Mm-hmm.
day. So,
Mm-hmm.
but TA doesn't describe what happened. It only shows you, of course, what you're looking at. So, um, people need to understand how order flow dynamics work, which is part of market auction rotation theory, and how buyers and sellers agree upon fair value at a certain level.
Mm-hmm.
And so just because you always have the process of establishing fair value,
Mm-hmm.
but how that fair value rotates is market auction rotation theory. And there's a ton of books on that, which is basically mostly psychological, and how people determine valuation and what they're willing to do to find their version of what they think is fair value, or what they'll accept. Uh, that's not too important, but it is. From what I've seen, it's missing from the brains of most people in crypto. Not so much with people that trade stocks for a living,
Mm-hmm.
that are actually professionals that give lectures for hours and hours and hours, and have people fly across the planet to come attend their lectures. But I mean, you don't have to do that, but because we have the internet, you don't have to go that far. But it's something that's missing from most people that deal with crypto. They get introduced to crypto and they think that it's some type of rebellious fundamental reaction, that of course it can go up and up and up and up and up. And sure, even if it goes down, I'll just buy more. Well, you can do that, but but that only matters if like you have a lot of money, and at that point,
I
you can like, let's say you
totally
have like a
100% disagree with you.
well, no, not really, because like say you have $100,000, right? And you're completely mentally retarded, you're on disability, you can still be a successful, profitable trader for your entire life. All you have to do is go, well, this range failed, this range failed, this range failed. Well, I know for sure that if I just at least save some ammunition for the bottom, the ultimate bottom, then I'll never lose. And that can work.
Oh my
And
god.
unfortunately, they're going to end up being right in the end, but that doesn't make them
Yeah, but
a
you're just
skilled
now
person.
you've dove into another topic, which is probability. And if we were to base trades on probability, then
No, this is, I mean,
99.9% of the time people
Hello guys,
will
where
get
are we
right.
heading to?
1 second, you can hear we're in mid conversation, so go on. So you're basing your trades on probability, and uh, never mind. I've heard your conversation before, and it doesn't seem to get anywhere.
no, I mean, it is, of course, everything is probability. No matter how you try to trade the markets, it's all going to be probability no matter what. But
Yeah,
I was talking about how people
but
look
you're
at
talking about you're talking
probability.
about three things. You're talking about probability. You're talking about market owner rotation theory, and you're talking about human psychology. So okay, these three factors play a massive part in trading, but you can't base all your trades on those three things and those three things alone, can you? Fundamentals being one, TA is key. TA is your foundations. Without TA, there will be no such thing as traders.
Actually, no. TA is not the foundation. Most people think it is, and that's where they mess up. But like I said, if you have a lot of money and you can be mentally retarded, and if the only thing you know is risk management, you're probably always going to win. But most people don't have a lot of money, and the people
Based
that
on what? Win based on no technical analysis whatsoever?
um, TA is not required, but it
No,
depends
just
on.
answer the question. Answer the question. You expect
Hey
somebody
guys,
who may be on disability or may have some sort of underlying health condition can make money in trading without TA. Is that what you're saying? Correct me if I'm wrong, because that's how I've interpreted it.
Well, I didn't say I didn't say that, but actually, yes, I'll still say that too, because technically, as long as you practice risk management, you can be the dumbest person on the planet, and you're still going to win if you have enough money. but but that's not really a skill. That's common sense. Um, but
So why aren't you on a private island with off the grid and on the Telegram chat?
everybody's going to knee-jerk reaction and ask something like that. But
Which you need. You also, if you're going to lecture people in here, you also need to tell them there are downsides to knee jerking and FOMOing into trades. You can't just turn around and say, "Oh, your TA is irrelevant and you can't trade based off your TA." I do understand 150% that human psychology plays a massive role within the trading space, without a shadow of a doubt. But you can't turn around and tell people that are new within this space that they cannot trade based upon no technical analysis whatsoever. That's just
no,
I might as well put one bullet in a 38 spinner and play
no,
Russian roulette.
I didn't say that that's a rule. I just said that if you really understand and you get past TA, you really understand why price moves up and down, you don't require TA after that. Now, I'm not talking bad about TA. And like I said, if you know the basics of it and you use risk management, you could be a retard if you have enough money and you're going to get super rich. Now, I don't have enough money to invest like most other people that have money. And it's disappointing that I see how there can be somebody with a lot of money, a lot more money than me, and then they're going to consistently win. But that's because they have risk management on their side and they have extra money.
You
Whereas
don't
I don't
really
have
need
that. But
large
if
amounts
I
of
have,
life. You don't need large amounts of life-changing money in order for you to make a living in the trading scene.
you don't.
You could make a nice income on $50 a day.
Sure, but as long as you use risk management and you use some common sense TA approaching, and that's fine. Anybody can do that, you know. But if they were to come against me, they wouldn't stand up against anything that I could do. They'd be completely slaughtered if we were going to bet against each other. But that's not going to happen because
That's quite a powerful statement, my friend.
no, not really, because they're talking about if they're not going to lecture me, what's far beyond TA, which really would take many days and weeks to fully teach.
Okay.
TA is nothing. Anyone can pick that up in a couple of weeks. You know, that
Okay.
doesn't really. And again, if you have money, you know, and you learn basic TA, you're going to be okay. But if if they if
Sound
we
like
were to have the same amount of if we let's say you gave a regular person who was technical analysis and risk management their entire life and all they do is study TA and they make money well you
Of
take the
course,
same amount of money that they have and you give me the same amount of money. I'm gonna make 100 times more than what they're gonna make.
Okay. I think it's about time somebody else takes over, because I think I'm going to be here all day in a revolving circle. No offense, Mr. Enlarged, but I think I've had enough of this conversation.
Well, you're not going to be here all day, because I said it really would take like a couple of days at least for me to finish talking what I'm talking about. And I'm not really going to do that because it takes a lot out of me, and really nobody cares. And that's fine because I'll take their money in the end, which is what I've been doing. But you know, I'm a
But I
small
thought
guy,
you
so
don't
I'm
have
not
a lot.
really
I thought
taking
you
any
don't
money.
have a lot of money, and whatever. Never mind. All right, I wish you nothing but the best, Mr. Enlarged.
I mean, it's nothing huge, but I mean, when I'm tracking my record, it's actually much higher than these big name people that are making up stories.
I'd recommend you to have a nice conversation with Mr. John Boy, who's right underneath you.
It's open for. It's
John Boy
open.
mutes.
Usually when I'm far more accurate than most of these shills on YouTube, and I'm not talking bad about them because, again, I say, if you have money and you have risk management and you know basic TA, you're gonna be fine.
But you were so
all I'm
anti-TA
saying-
before, like I've heard you had a conversation before. You base your trades upon no TA, and I've heard you say that word for word.
I didn't say that. I said there's 3 pillars, and TA is one of them.
No,
but
I'm not talking about this current conversation. Like I've heard you had a conversation previously with somebody called Crypto XL, and you were talking about basing your trades on no TA and using just market ownership rotation theory.
Well, the mic is cutting off a lot, and it probably happened.
Yeah, all right.
It probably happened a lot when I was talking last time, because I'm looking at my screen, and every couple of seconds, my mic disables. So I'm like, when I see that, I'm like, can anybody hear me? So I have no clue what people actually hear.
All right.
That's a sign.
Okay, that's what's up.
So about Bitcoins, guys.
Ask Mr. Enlarged.
The last time I spoke, I said watch out for the 52 to 53,000 area to reject and go down to the mid 40K area, and that's exactly where we ended up.
Yeah, which was inevitable based on support and previous resistance.
Well, I wasn't.
It's an inevitable prediction to make. I think the 95% of the traders in here made the exact same analysis, including Trizzle.
I started to address how that can happen consistently versus what I do versus what other people do, and I explicitly said that yes, if again, if you got
Trizzle, my boy,
and you're probably going to be mostly right, but that wasn't the reason why it happened, which is what I was trying to encourage people to look past to.
Yeah.
And so I didn't use any RSI, no moving averages, none of that stuff to come up with that number.
All right, can you show us some of your winning trades then? That would be fantastic. Based on no moving averages or no TA.
I am working on a report card because I had to make a new account on another exchange because I got fed up with the last one having fake order books, Bybit basically. The motherfuckers. Everyone talks good about them, but they're a bunch of fucking scammers. So I'm gonna report on what they did if I have to. I don't want to. I'd rather get my money back. So I have to finish settling my support request with them and see what they do. But I have absolute proof that Bybit is a fucking scam. So I have to rebuild what I've been working on, but it's usually about 75 to 89% consistency.
Okay, fantastic. Trizzle, can we go back to the charts, please, bro?
Okay.
Hey guys, could I ask some advice, please? I've done a bit of TA, and I'm just wanting to know. So I've got my Fibonacci drawn up here, and it looks like Bitcoin's in a descending wedge, right?
Yep.
Am I right? Or
yes?
And it's bounced off the
chart time
bounced
frame
off the Fibonacci.
On what time frame?
On the everything seems like I'm looking at 45 minute and hour. It looks like it's bounced off on the last sort of dump, right? This one is the 0.382 Fibonacci.
Okay.
And did you share your charts? Will 838? Did you share your charts?
No, I haven't, but I can.
If you
Share
don't
so we
mind.
can see what you're so that we can see what you're talking about.
Yeah, well, yeah, I'll share it.
Thank you, bro.
So I was wondering, would once it touches the top of this descending wedge, would it be good to go short and just make a quick like short-term sort of scalp?
Have you scalped
I
before?
just, yeah, I have, but just noob scalps, you know, no technical analysis, just FOMO sort of shit.
Careful, bro. Careful.
But bro,
Careful,
no, it's actually funny because I was doing that at the start when I got into it like 2 months ago,
Yeah.
and I was actually making money, and I was like, oh, I must just be some sort of prodigy, you know?
Until you got wrecked.
And then yeah, but I've gotten wrecked a few times,
There you go.
but not completely
on no
wrecked, you know,
technical
just like little
analysis,
losses. Yeah, yeah,
No technical analysis.
yeah. No, but I'm
How do you
trying now,
find
okay?
technical? No, how do you find technical analysis? How do you find it? Does it help you within this space or not?
Yes, for sure. Like,
Fantastic.
if I was doing this earlier
Anybody
and like
else
doing the rising wedges earlier, like I would be making so much more money and
100%, bro.
Anybody?
Yeah, like I use Bollinger
anybody else?
Bands, RSI, MACD. Yeah.
Fantastic.
yeah, I just
Anybody
posted
else
my
uses TA?
graph.
Anybody else uses TA and makes a nice living? Anybody want to join it? Maybe.
Oh yeah, man. Yeah, me.
100%,
Fantastic.
bro.
Thank you. See,
I don't
Everyone
leave.
uses PA, right?
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, man.
That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, I know. I'm not being
it's-
stubborn.
no,
Like
no,
I'm
it's
saying that I'm new.
It's to map out what everyone else is doing. That's the whole point of it.
Yeah, exactly. I know. I'm not
I'm
saying
only
it's not.
pulling your leg well. No, I'm not, it's not. It's got nothing to do with you. It's the previous conversation I was having.
All right. Okay. Anyway, I just posted my graph, and
Go on. Let's have a look.
if you wanted to have a look,
Yeah.
would it be all good to trade a short once it touches the top of that wedge?
Hold on 1 second.
Probably to the next to that Fibonacci level.
Let's have a look.
Hey, Whale, how are you, bro?
Yeah, I'm
How
all
you
good, bro.
been?
How was your earthquake last night?
I've slipped through it.
Oh, really? I was awake in this group, and it was shaking so hard, and fucking, I was like, holy shit, there's an earthquake going on right now.
Oh,
And like, everyone was
Hello, Will. Hello, Will.
Yeah.
hey, bro. I'm in Wellington. It was going so hard. It's weird as fuck because it was up
Yeah, I'm
closer
looking
to
at your chat
Auckland, right?
now. Hello.
Hey, bro.
Yo.
Yeah, I'm looking at your charts. How do you see volume on this chart? You cannot see the volume.
sorry.
How do you know the direction of the market? You need to see the
I'll
volume
edit.
so you know how to judge the direction.
Yeah, well, I normally look at the volume on Binance because it's just automatically there, but I only just started using TradingView last night.
Okay,
got the
just try
Pro
and add
version or
volume
whatever.
indicator or MACD. MACD can help you on that part.
RSI looks good on the 1 hour. Looks like it's about to cross over. The MACD is about to cross over on the 1 hour.
Yeah, bro. I don't even feel it. Like I've slipped through it. A lot of people
Yeah, it was insane for me. Yeah, like it went for like 30, 45 seconds, and I was like, "What the fuck is this?" Like, I thought it was my flatmates having like a root next door, and I was like, "What the fuck?" But then it was like non-stop. I like looked over my bed, and fucking, it was just like my cabinets were
time was
shaking
it?
and shit. It was like 2
2
a.m. Yeah,
Oh, I slipped through it. Like.
yeah.
You
No,
must be a
pretty.
deep sleeper, man.
Well,
Yeah,
that's the thing.
especially because it was up near Auckland. So,
I'd had a few joints before bedtime, so yeah, I was sick.
all right.
Yeah,
Yes,
you can't
like,
go wrong, bro.
Everything.
Nothing waking you up.
Yeah, no, it's pretty
Quick
cool.
question.
Oh, nice,
question.
bro.
They pull up to 47, 49, 48, I mean 48, 49, and the whole kind of 40, 48, and then 49. But then you get kind of rejected. I got like a long position right now. Make like up.
Hello, New Crypto.
Yes, my bro.
Yeah, I want to share my chart now. I think we should look more on the 4-hour chart and see what will happen if we get to the 46,100 range. Let me share what I'm looking at.
Okay.
Which group are you guys? What are you
I'm
posting?
posting it. I'm posting
Send
it
it
in
on
both
this group, bro.
in both groups. Yes.
New crypto, yeah.
Yeah, the two groups, the moon group and the new crypto group. I've already posted. If you look at the 4 hour now, that is what we've been tracking over time. Look at last week where it bounced off the 200 moving average. So it's going back to that region again at 46,165. If it doesn't hold that point and bounce up, it might go lower again. Now we'll be looking for 42. Yeah. You understand? So if it gets to 42 and doesn't hold 42, that means it's going to go down a lot. From what I see.
Yeah.
You can also see the MACD. MACD is not looking good again on a 4 hour.
It looks like it's crossed over on the decline.
Yes.
I think if we do break the 46,165, then I think the next level of support is around that 45 range, man. 45,550. This looks exactly like last week, man. Don't you think, Drizzle?
Sorry, I didn't get you. I was busy doing something.
No, so don't you think it looks identical to last week?
Yeah, it's trying to play out what happened last week. So that's why I'm looking at it.
4 hourly looks bearish with the M pattern forming. Do you guys think it's going to go down, further down?
That's what we're currently discussing.
I'm looking at the 1 hour now. The 1 hour volume on the MACD is building up. So let's see what happens if it doesn't change direction.
Let's see.
46595. That's my target.
Do you notice the 4 hourly is forming an M pattern, which is usually bearish?
Short-term bearish, yeah.
Yeah, so from here, I think I'm looking at the 1 hour, and from here, we've got 46602.60, which is bang on. Oh, actually, just above it. What number is that? 46711 is bang on the 61.8 fib. And it's also, if you're in that same region, really strong support. But I think, obviously, we're coming down from here down to there. 46602.
46602.
Yeah, short-term bearish after the fact, but I said that it's
short-term bearish, correct. We're still in channel though, and that channel goes from here all the way back up to 52,336, right? But that's on the 1 hour. That's how I read it anyway. That's 1 hour. I'm just seeing 1 hour.
John Boy, can you take a look at my graph and tell me if this would be a good short-term short trade?
Where are you? Short-term.
I'll send it to you.
It's on the 1 hour. Let me get let me get it up to the 5 minute. Hang on.
Well, I said days ago before 52K happened that we're going to reject and we're going to go down below 48K, and that happened. So, of course, I guess I'm retarded.
We all said it. We all said it. It wasn't just you, my friend.
I called it from 57 to 44. We can all have those stories, but. Well, where are you, buddy? Did you send it, mate?
Yeah, I DM'd it to you.
Look.
Oh, yeah. He withdrew.
The 4 hour looks ugly though.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
It isn't looking good at all. Because we're beneath all key moving averages, 72100.
Hello everybody and welcome. This
do the same thing. If it doesn't do that, it's not good. It might go lower.
So it would supposed to bounce at 46 from what I'm seeing.
Yes.
And you said it bounced before when exactly? At
Just scroll
just
your
a
charts.
second.
Scroll your charts to previous dates. Look at previous market price action and see how it has reacted with that moving average. You can see on the 22nd of January. See what happened. It goes to that place. It went a little lower around 28th of January, then picked up from there. It's trying to stay above it. Look at January, between January 22nd and February
Yes,
2nd.
I'm seeing it. Yes, yes.
Yeah, you can see the reaction to that level.
I'm
So
also
that
seeing that on the 28th February, it bounced off that level, a little bit below it.
Yes, so this is what we should be looking out for now. If it goes below it, let's know what will happen from here.
He bought Unleash de Correa Food.
What do you guys think about Pearl? It's pumping pretty well since yesterday.
Bogdan, ești pe aici?
Hello, guys.
Hello.
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 Bogdan, Bogdan, mă auzi? Salut.
What are you saying, Dragos? Can't understand what you're saying.
Sorry, mate, I was trying to speak with Bogdan in Romanian language.
Te aud, salut.
Okay.
Salut, ai depus prin transfer bancar?
Unde, pe Binance?
Da.
Am depus prin SEPA, din Revolut.
Și nu-s probleme cu Revolutul, nu? Că erau băieți de prin
Da.
Irlanda cărora le-a respins Revolutul.
Nu, îți respinge dacă nu faci prin SEPA. Dacă dai normal, nu mai știu, pur și simplu să depozitezi normal, nu acceptă Revolutul. Dar dacă faci transfer bancar prin SEPA din Revolut, adică în Revolut, intri și dai tranzacție manuală și bagi datele de Binance acolo, ți intră instant, fără nicio problemă, zero fee.
Și astăzi cât durează?
Pe TP și pe euro.
Și cât durează?
Foarte puțin, câteva minute.
Mersi. Datele de Binance le iau din aplicație, nu?
Da, intri pe Binance și le găsești de acolo. Intri la deposit și selectezi SEPA și acolo ar trebui eu am transferat prin GPB, nu mai știu care e tickerul, și ba nu, în euro. Și îți dă acolo contul, IBAN-ul, ce mai ai nevoie să bagi în Revolut și practic îți salvează în Revolut un client către care tranzacționezi și pe viitor pur și simplu dai send, foarte ușor, l-ai deja salvat și ți intră instant în Binance orice transfer vrei să faci.
Și n-ai avut probleme, că ăștia de la Revolut câteodată mai blochează conturile, îți mai cer date, îți mai...
Eu n-am avut, e drept, n-am transferat sume gigantice, dar știu că nu la transferul de genul ăsta, de la întrebări, ci mai degrabă la depozite în Revolut, de unde ai banii, așa mai departe. Personal n-am avut probleme.
Ok, mersi. Ai transferat direct cu euro sau ai cumpărat BTC cu euro?
Mai întreabă, te rog, scuze, n-am înțeles.
Ai transferat euro direct sau cu euro ai cumpărat BTC sau altă monedă?
Nu, n-am cumpărat cu euro, am transferat, nu mai țin minte exact dacă euro sau lire, și din ăștia am cumpărat USDT și după aia am cumpărat cripto.
Ok, mersi.
Știi cumva să existe vreun grup românesc cu voice chat similar cu ăsta de trading, dar în română?
Nu știu, sunt destul de nou. Ai vreun sfat, ceva pentru altcoins, ceva de urmărit și cumpărat? Am niște USDT pe care îi țin acolo și am tot făcut tranzacții proaste, stau cu ei și aștept.
În momentul ăsta aș mai aștepta un pic dacă nu ai deja cumpărat, să vedem ce face Bitcoin. E foarte indecis dacă o mai ia la vale spre 42 sau o ia direct în sus. Dacă mai are vale, merită să mai aștepți un pic și cu alți.
Băgați, bă, în RIF odată ce se stabilizează.
În ce?
Am luat drift ca prostul, un FOMO ieri la 0,41.
E ok,
Da,
și revine, nu e problemă.
0,41 e preț incredibil de mic, adică
E foarte ieftin.
dincolo de preț, dacă te uiți pe chartul lui RIF, o să vezi că a stat mai mult în moarte clinică. A făcut și el un 2x, 3x acum câteva luni și atât.
Da, RIF o să se ducă spre dolar, probabil.
Așa mă aștept, doar o chestiune de timp.
N-am pierdut mult de ieri până astăzi, totuși, vreo 45 de dolari, ceva de ăsta.
10% nu e foarte mult, e ok.
Da, nu-ți bate cap, ține de acolo.
Da, acum țin că m-am oftit că am stat vreo 2 ani cu Cardano și l-am vândut acum vreo săptămână, două și cu 65 și cu 85 și m-am oftit.
Ai avut Cardano cumpărat de acum 2 ani?
Am avut de acum 3 ani când era all-time high și după aia a scăzut, s-a dus în cap rău și nici nu m-am uitat la ea. Am zis că îmi bat picioarele în cripto. Și aia, dar nici nu i-am scos. I-am lăsat acolo. Și acum când au început să crească, zic, hai să mai schimbă niște USDT, poate mai prind alte combinații. Și pula.
Cardano o să mai pice puțin și după aia merită băgat din nou.
Păi da, l-aș aștepta la, nu știu dacă mai pică la 0,85 sau 1.
Spre probabil $1, 0,95.
E posibil să ajungă și pe la 0,85 dacă se mai duce Bitcoin un cap suficient pe la un 42-40.
Bine, eu mă joc cu sume mici, nu...
BNB-ul mai e.
Da, BNB-ul e foarte bun de urmărit, reacționează foarte bine la Bitcoin, doar că de 5-10 ori procentual mai mult sau mai puțin în funcție de situație. Mă mai joc cu el pe short sau pe long.
Cu leverage sau spot?
Cu BNB-ul pe futures.
Dacă ajunge la 200, am buy order acolo.
Putea să ajungă chiar pe la 190, din câte m-am uitat așa un pic.
E foarte interesantă treaba cu BNB-ul, că e moneda Binance și Binance fiind cel mai mare exchange la nivel global, fee-urile le plătești tot în BNB, mă rog, ai reducere dacă le plătești în BNB și toți care intră noi în cripto și prima oară auzi de Binance, intră în Binance și implicit din chestia asta crește cererea de BNB pentru fee-uri și așa mai departe și asta e și ceea ce împinge prețul. Și mai au și Binance Smart Chain-ul, care la fel, asta a împins prețul foarte mult recent și o să-l mai tot împingă.
Acum vreo 2 ani când luasem BNB cu 20, bine, am luat un căcat, am luat 4, dar n-am apucat să vând la 350, am tot vândut pe la 280, pe la 260.
Mișto.
Da, mă rog, ce am câștigat, am pierdut în alte părți. Mă rog, revin ele. Voi aveți și wallet? Vă țineți undeva, adică gen Nano, un Ledger de ăsta, ceva? Sau deocamdată doar în
Cold
Binance?
wallet încă nu am. Am tot gândit să-mi comand, dar momentan acum tranzacționez, nu prea țin de ei, că e bull market. Când o începea asta și vreau să depozitez, cred că atunci o să-mi comand.
Și care e avantajul să-l ții în wallet?
Nu-ți fură nimeni banii.
Sunt două tipuri de wallet. Sunt cold wallet și hot wallet. Cold wallet sunt ledgeri astea fizice pe care le-ai enumerat tu și hot wallet sunt aplicații pe telefon, pe laptop, care acționează ca portofele. Sunt secure, adică tu ai cheile pentru monezile pe care le deții. Nu le are Binance sau alt exchange în care ești. Adică riscul e doar la tine să-ți protejezi datele de login și atât.
Da, asta am văzut. Dar uite, cu Binance-ul zis că folosesc de 3 ani și nu s-a întâmplat nimic până acum.
Da, Binance e destul de safe și am tot văzut că au cumva te asigură în caz de ceva și când s-a întâmplat ultima oară, acum mai știu câți ani, au despăgubit ei, adică au o rezervă de bani specială pentru în caz că reușește cineva să-i spargă, fondurile tale ar trebui să fie destul de safe acolo.
Cum mai acum 3 ani nu puteai să scoți din Binance dacă vrei să scoți, să zic, ING, trebuia să treci printr-un Kraken sau ceva, prin alt third party. Acum am auzit că poți să transferi direct, dacă ai nevoie de bani, gen să-i pui în Revolut.
Da, poți transferi direct.
Da, zic, acum vreo 2 ani, 3 ani nu puteai, trebuia să treci printr-un alt, al treilea, gen Kraken sau...
Mi-am comandat cardul de la ei, Binance, să mai citesc un pic. Că pot să e cumva susținut de Visa. Teoretic pot să plătesc cu el, adică n-ar mai fi nevoie să mai scot în Revolut, în ING, cel puțin pentru tranzacții de zi cu zi, pentru cumpărături mari.
Dar oare băncile, dacă scoți așa, raportează ele ceva sau trebuie să raportezi cu ceva? Dacă zici, faci profitul ca lumea, să raportezi tu la ANAF sau ceva sau se sesizează banca sau cum e?
Din ce știu, da, ești cam destul de obligat să raportezi, pentru că mai ales sumele mari, da, sunt raportate de către bănci și până la ANAF oricum te ia și banca la întrebări și na, nu prea ai cum să eviți impozitarea. Dacă încerci să o eviți, ar putea să te trezi și cu penalități mai târziu.
Ține tot un tether, frate, și gata.
Da, exact. Adică câtă vreme nu scoți, ar trebui să fii safe. Adică nu are cine să-ți bage nasul în contul tău de Binance.
După aia începi să plătești direct cu cripto și teoretic n-ai scos în cash, deci nu e impozitabil.
Exact. De-aia sunt și eu vreau să înțeleg mai bine ce fee-uri și ce condiții sunt pentru cardul lor, cardul Binance. Tocmai că n-aș vrea să scot înapoi în ING sau în Revolut sau în altele.
Și m-au întrebat dacă o să trimit.
N-am înțeles și ai zis că a vorbit Casper ăsta peste noi.
Că ieri am făcut verificarea aia cu ID-ul și mi-a apărut și opțiunea să comand cardul, dar încă n-am aplicat pentru ea.
Trebuie să vedem cum
E
funcționează treaba aia. Dacă tu cu cardul se transferă din BNB în cash la cine cumperi, asta e nașpa, că te găsesc. Dacă merchantul primește direct în cripto, atunci e ok.
Păi din ce în ce mai mulți o să înceapă să adopte plata direct în cripto, ușor.
Dacă faci plata în cripto, e bine să treci prin USDT, nu? Ca să nu plătești cu monedă, că dacă se crește, nu-i combinație.
Da, să ai un stablecoin.
Dar odată ce începi să faci transferul din cardurile astea în conturi, nu atrage automat atenția că te joci cu cripto?
Că transfer din ING în Binance, de exemplu?
Da.
Păi ok, am transferat în Binance și mai departe.
De-aia mă gândeam, poate e mai bine să folosesc ING-ul, că măcar aici, dacă ai o problemă, te duci la ei, la orice agenție și discuți. Așa, cu Revolut-ul pare mai complicat.
Da, tu faci ce vrei cu banii din contul tău, adică e doar, bun, ai băgat în Binance, dar câtă vreme tu nu scoți înapoi profit, dacă bagi 2000 și scoți tot 2000, n-ai ce să plătești taxe. Dacă câtă vreme nu scoți înapoi profit, nu are ce să aibă treabă ING-ul. După ce scoți, da.
La Revolut ați folosit careva opțiunea aia de cripto? Ați luat ceva și pe acolo?
O mai foloseam și pe aia când acum 2 ani, când nu știam mai nimic și pierdeam bani. E utilă și aia, adică pentru un începător e foarte la îndemână, doar să fii atent la fiuri, că au fiuri destul de luat în seamă.
Eu am luat puțin Revolut, dar mă gândesc să nu mă ating un an de ei sau să nu mă ating, cine știe, cât o fi.
Da, astea din Revolut nu-s bune de tranzacționat, mai din cauza fiurilor. Sunt bune de luat și uitat de ele.
Da, la Revolut, dacă ai contul la cel basic, ai și oricum limită de exchange de orice fel, nu contează ce fel de exchange, ai 5.000 de lei pe lună.
Limită pentru care nu ți aplică fee, dar apoi poți mai mult cu penalități.
0,5 comision, ce depășește 5.000.
Eu am făcut un calcul manual cu 2 ani, 2019, când comparam în Revolut și mai tot schimbam între ele și vedeam că tot pierd bani și nu înțelegeam pe unde și am luat eu așa frumos calculatorul și mi-am calculat eu singur de la o tranzacție la alta, procentual, cât mi-a oprit Revolutul. Și ei zic cumva că ar trebui să fie undeva la 0,4, parcă 0,4% maxim, ceva de genul ăsta. Mie mi-a rezultat la mai multe tranzacții verificate manual o medie de 0,7, mi se pare.
Pe ei îți scrie acolo, îți scrie în aplicație că e 0,5 ce depășești 5.000 de lei.
Da, ideea e că era ceva mai mult decât îți ziceau ei că ar fi.
Nasol e la Revolut că combină orice fel de exchange, lei, euro, lei, orice, înainte, înapoi, le trec acolo la limită.
Păi știți de Elrond și de Maiar?
Normal.
Da, că cam așa, cu vreo 10 zile sau ceva, sau poate 12, Elrondul se dusese la $97.
Da, a avut un mic breakdown. A intrat un pic în depresie. Ce vreau să zic de el e că în curând o să bage direct în Maiar, să poți să cumperi, similar cum cumperi în Revolut, direct de acolo să cumperi cripto.
Pe cred că poți deja, au băgat acum.
Știu că poți să cumperi e-gold, dar poți să cumperi și altele, adică știu că mai suportă BNB și Bitcoin acum, mai au acolo în wallet.
Ethereum și BNB, altele nu poți.
Așa, Ethereum și BNB, dar poți doar să cumperi e-gold și atât. Mai departe nu poți să schimbi e-gold-ul în Ethereum sau în BNB sau invers și nu poți să cumperi BNB sau Ethereum direct, poți doar să depozitezi din alt wallet. Dar în curând o să bage posibilitatea de a cumpăra, o să suporte în primul rând și mai multe monede, inclusiv Bitcoin, și o să poți cumpăra direct Bitcoin, Ethereum, BNB, ce ar mai suporta ei, și pe viitor inclusiv funcție de swap.
Eu pot să cumpăr deja BNB și Ethereum cu cardul prin Maya.
Ok, înseamnă că au implementat-o deja și mi-a scăpat mie.
Nu sunt sigur, dar Gold am impresia că puteai să iei și prin astea clasice de bursă, la Forex și de-astea.
Ce? Nu are nicio treabă.
Mi-a zis cineva că a cumpărat printr-o de-asta clasică, adică nu exchange-uri de-astea de cripto, ci de alea clasice de bursă sau ceva. eToro, Forex, nu mai știu cu care a luat.
De eToro e posibil să fie, nu știu. Dar în primul rând poți să iei din Maiar sau din Binance, din
English,
exchange. Sorry? Zice cineva să vorbim în engleză sau n-am auzit bine?
Da, așa a zis Ahmed.
Hey Ahmed.
Hey man, how are you?
Fine, taking a sunbath. No, nobody was talking around here, so I was talking in Romania with some fellas.
Oh, okay, man.
This is looking a lot like that crash in January. So there was that small uptick. Now there's a downturn. There's going to be another small uptick. And then the final downturn probably all the way down to 40, 42,000.
Yeah, I'm expecting 40, 42,000 also.
A mai fost la 42 acum 2 săptămâni sau o săptămână jumate.
هذا قصدي غايم 44,000 سبيدي باتشيا.
$43,000. I'm saying that it was lowest 2 weeks ago. So yeah, I'm mostly looking for 40,000, even 48.
Și în funcție de asta e Bitcoin sau e de-astea mai mici?
Altcoins.
Da, văd că ăstea nu mai scad așa mult acum. Acum 2 săptămâni scăzuseră toate.
Dragos,
calm go on.
Dragos, this will go up or down now? Bitcoin.
Oh, but are you looking at the charts or is this just prediction?
Or you've done a proper chart analysis or something?
As everybody else did, but so now it looks it goes down, but who knows?
Oh, okay.
Dragos,
Yes, mate.
I'll send you my chart analysis I did a few days ago. It's exactly playing out what I think is playing out. And then you can take a position from there.
Okay, cheers.
You can check it now.
Angie,
Yes, bro.
can you post in the group your analysis?
The moon group.
The new moon group.
The new where is that? The
Yeah,
crypto group.
this chart is the one that you posted
New
yesterday.
crypto group.
Sorry, I'll just send it to you directly, bro.
Are roz la are roz la
That blue line, Angie, that blue line of yours, what price is there? I don't see it.
It's around 45K.
You're being optimistic.
Hmm? It's not. It's not being optimistic. It's just it happened to me before in January. The same pattern played out for me anyway. That's what I noticed. So that's why you can see, even before the chart played out, I knew that it was going to come down to this level. We wouldn't hold 46,600.
Yeah, you may be right, but keep in mind that in January we were in another phase of the bull run. Now we're in a more advanced phase, and I'm not expecting the movements from January or before that to repeat themselves, but maybe to start seeing some patterns similar to the 2014 or 2017 bull run when right before it jumped to all-time high.
Mm-hmm.
In that case, it would be very healthy to drop even lower to around 38 or 40, and then take off to like 70 or I don't know how much.
Yeah, I think I would wait probably for a confirmation for the bounce, and then I would take my position. But I will see 2017 now.
I follow a guy on YouTube.
Name?
It's called the Blockchain Backer.
Mm-hmm.
And the man really does analysis at the macro level. And he spotted some incredibly similar patterns with the 2014 bull run.
Mm-hmm.
And his whole method is based on his macro analysis. He's not daily trading, and so far, the man was like a wizard. He predicted almost exactly the 58 the 60,000 drop, and he exited a little bit, starting from 50 to 56.
Mm-hmm.
And now he's waiting for Bitcoin to drop at around 38, 40, or even a bit lower. And then he would jump all in altcoins.
What's his name again?
Blockchain Backer. I really recommend it. Watch his last like 10 videos and you'll understand he has a lot of ground and a lot of sense on his analysis. He's not talking shit at all.
Well, I'll see you guys in a minute. I'm just going to go watch his videos.
Well, I think at the moment anyway, the altcoins are just reacting somehow to Bitcoin, but they always just bounce back. once Bitcoin stops dropping. But I don't know. What do you guys think will happen if it goes to 40K to the altcoins?
If it goes to 40K, then you better pack your bags with alts. Alts will be on their biggest discount lately, and when they will bounce hard.
Yeah, fair enough.
That happened in any bull run before, in any rise or drop of the Bitcoin. Even if you look at what happened when Bitcoin dropped from 42 or 40 down to like 40. Watch what happened with the alts when it broke down, and also when it recovered. The alts, most of them had like 10x.
10x looks pretty good.
Ce alți urmăriți voi?
Huh?
What alts are you watching for?
Alts.
Altcoins.
Yeah, I'll tell you. Give me a sec.
My watch list is Dot, Cake, 1 Inch, Raven Coin, PineDX.
We got Reef.
I already bought Reef yesterday on a FOMO.
Tomo.
00415.
That's my other one. Tomo coin. Tomo chain.
Which one? Come again, please.
Tomo. T for Tango. O for Omega. M for Mary. Tomo. I'll post it in the main group, brother.
What's with Tomo?
Yeah, I posted it in the main group.
What's with Tomo?
And then Teller as well, this one as well.
Do you hear me?
See? Posted the other one in the main group as well. Teller. That's the other one I'm looking at, yeah?
Do you hear me, guys?
And then are you looking at NFTs, bro? Have you got any NFTs? Looking at any good ones?
John Boy, do you hear me?
NFT tokens? Like Bondly? Have you got Bondly, bro?
Do you hear me?
Oh, sorry, man. I accidentally muted you. Sorry,
What the
bug
fuck?
died.
I thought I had a problem.
It was excellent, though. Excellent. Sorry about that. What were you saying?
What's with Tomo?
Well, it's good just have a look. You know, that's a coin I'm watching. It's low market cap, good project, been around since 2017. Good fundamentals, good project, good whales behind it. Tether is a better one actually, because TRB is actually an oracle, much like Chainlink, but it is backed by Binance Labs. Most people don't know that. So that's Binance Venture Labs backing behind Tether, and that's a low market cap token. So that'll be interesting to watch. I think people are bored of just watch Chainlink, eh? Don't get too, you know, I mean, we're going to bull run here, and Chainlink's a wonderful token, and it'll always be a monster, but the shine's wearing off a bit on Chainlink. So just keep that in mind. You know, there's competitors to Chainlink. Chainlink will always be boss. I'm a very bull on Chainlink, but there's a lot of other oracles around too. So you've got to pay attention to those, you know, because they are lower market caps, and they can go on to do wonderful things, you know. So definitely pay attention to oracle ones. But then also NFTs, you know.
NFTs,
very important.
That's where I'm most. My eyes are on NFTs.
Yeah, right.
They will explode pretty soon. Pretty soon they will explode.
Oh, 100%.
There are a lot of industries that can benefit a lot from NFTs, like music, gaming mostly.
Oh, it's huge.
It's the very, very beginning right now.
So we're very careful with it, because there's a lot of confusion around it. People still can't get their heads around it in the right way. You know, it's funny, the debate always comes up and go, well, you can copy it. So what makes it unique? And it's like, well, you can copy a book, you can copy a CD, you can copy a VHS movie, you can copy a Picasso painting. You know, you can go to any little budget painting shop and they'll sell you a photocopy version of Picasso. You know what I mean? So it's all the same sort of thing that is going on. It's just in a digital context. And then you get some form of digital, I would imagine, in time, maturity around the legal use of said asset. You know, as long as it's I think as long as it's unique, you're fine. But a lot of these tokens that come out, they're all just polished, a lot of rubbish. You know, and it's a bubble, so you've got to be very careful what people consider to be valuable and what's not valuable in that space. Because a lot of it is junk.
You're talking about the tokens with which you can buy NFTs, or the NFTs themselves?
No, the actual tokens themselves, in the sense of the NFT tokens, not the ecosystems. But the ecosystems will do fantastically well, like Bondly and there's tons of them, right? They're great ones to invest in. Yeah. I'm talking a little bit more in depth inside the ecosystem itself when you're buying into art and gaming tokens and all sorts of bits and pieces in there. You know, it's a fascinating space.
Right now it's a bubble. It's a bubble because it's in the very early phase, and anything it's valuable right now. Anything, any piece of shit can be valuable.
Yeah.
But on the short term, you can really make a lot of money. On the long term, most of them they will decay and become irrelevant, because they will start the big artists, the real artists, they will start to come into NFTs, and that's when you will get really grounded. Yesterday, I saw news and I saw a video. A man who owned an original Banksy, one only copy of an original Banksy. He minted it into an NFT, and in a live video, he burned the original, the physical. So that way, he moved its value to the NFT. So right now, there is an official Banksy on NFT, and that is huge.
Wow, that's incredible, eh? Look at that.
Yeah.
Amazing.
And also yesterday, Kings of Leon, you know the band.
Yeah.
They are releasing, like 2 days ago was announced, and today, in like 7 hours, they are releasing their album exclusively on NFT.
Oh, that's
So
wow.
it's like the first big band who releases music and a whole album on NFT.
So basically, I can buy the digital rights to that song.
It will not be a single copy. They will be available for 2 weeks. So there will be many copies of it. But those copies will be sold in those 2 weeks. There will be the only original ones, the only original masters.
Wow.
So yeah, that's huge. And the announcement was made on the Rolling Stone magazine. Imagine, this will be a domino effect. When the big artists will start coming to NFT, the pace at which things will change, I think it will be more massively than with DeFi, for example. Because the artists are the most affected, one of the most affected of the centralized ecosystem around art, especially in music. There will be a lot of hunger for them to get back and own their revenue.
I mean, look at projects like Theta, right? Just like next generation video delivery.
Yes, Theta. Yes, I know about Theta.
You know, that's a fantastic project. You know.
Yes, Theta. It's right now. Theta is the only, as far as I know, I may be wrong, the only video streaming blockchain project NFT.
Yeah, it's massive, mate. It's massive.
Yeah.
Massive. Yeah. It's been around for a long time. That is a fantastic project right there.
Yes.
And you know, it will morph because, you know, once you start, if you think about that sort of industry, that this will merge into it as well. So you'll have content creators that create movies that will probably want to get funding, because I've seen those sort of starting to merge as well, in the sense of wanting to get funding to create movies, if that makes sense, or even create games. And then they start collateralizing that entity and then sort of present that in whether it's a NFT context or like an index context. So that's emerging in this market as well, which is a bit more in depth. Maybe hard to explain to people, but it's a fascinating part of it as well. You know.
So you're saying that the small artists who need funding.
Well, yeah, of course. So, you know, artists will draw or paint. So you've got those sort of artists. Then you've got the musicians, which you talked about, who will sort of collateralize on their music and digitize their music in that way. But then you'll have other artists that are creators as well that might be into, you know, creating movies or you know, that sort of thing, or other sort of art. I'm just trying to think. It could be sports. You know, you're seeing a lot of these sports sort of events coming out, or sport NFTs and things like that. You know, there's lots of different avenues that all of these sort of play on, I guess. And I think they're all quite uniquely can play quite together. So there's a lot of value in terms of where the market's going. You know, I think there's a lot to grow is what my point is in terms of ecosystem. You know,
yes.
Overall. But it's quite beautiful once it comes all together, you know.
Yes, it will explode. It will explode.
Yeah. But
I wonder if NFTs will be worth as much even when we get to the bear market, or will the hype go down and I don't know, something to think about.
A few of them they will, but
the ones that that rely on scarcity, and not scarcity as in I draw a stick and I sell it to you. Like something really meaningful.
I got you.
Right now, I see a whole lot of anything, literally anything on NFT. Anything you can think of. There's an NFT for that.
Yeah, it's crazy how many NFTs they really have.
So that stuff like Pokemon cards or I don't know, the projects, the stuff that are also at this moment valuable and from scarcity in real life, that I think it will retain its value even in the bear market. The other ones, the new small stuff, I'm not so sure. I don't know exactly, but that's just my opinion based on nothing.
Yeah, I guess in the end of the day, time will only tell.
Yeah.
That's it.
I've also found out a few days ago about another pretty good underlying project on NFTs. It's called Ghost, or Ghost Protocol, and basically anyone, you don't have to have any knowledge of programming or crypto or blockchain or nothing to mint your art, your music, especially. They're more focused on music, to mint an NFT based on you're racing a track. And with a few clicks, you can mint it on NFT, and they also have a market. You can post it there. And it's something that could be very, very accessible for any small music artist to mint his music on NFT. And the token, it's called Soul. I think like it's such a beautiful name for its usage.
Sold, like SOLD, sold?
SOUL. Soul.
Sold. Okay. I'm gonna check it out.
Yeah, check it out. They have some pretty interesting stuff already developed. It's like one of those hidden gem projects that are waiting to be discovered for their real potential. It's something similar like Kita. No Solana, no. The ecosystem, I think it's called the Ghost, and they have, or at least the market, it's called the Ghost Market, where you can buy their NFTs. And the token, it's Soul, SOUL.
I'm just checking it out.
Crypto Soul.
Bogdan, where are you from? You from Panama?
Panama? No, I'm from Romania.
Romania. I was totally off.
There's a similar accent in Panama, or what?
Yeah, I was living in Panama for a couple of years, and I don't know, your accent sounded familiar, but like I said, I was way off.
Bogdan,
Da.
Bun, păi cu multe zerouri.
Yeah, it's a small project. I don't know if it's on Binance. I think it's not. Also take a look, have in mind similar like engine who just exploded, and I think it will go much higher. Engine, it's for gaming, right? It's focused on gaming, and there's another protocol which is focused on art, digital art. It's called Injective Protocol, INJ. And
Yeah, that's a good one, bro. Those two, both of them are good. Very good.
that thing I was telling you about with the Banksy, who was minted on NFT and burned, was minted using Injective Protocol. And even Mark Cuban specified it very often.
I saw it in the podcast he was in, right?
Yeah. In the
Yeah.
podcast, on Twitter, it's all in Injective.
Right.
Also, keep an eye on Elrond and its Mayar app. They announced yesterday that in May they made a video. You can find it on Twitter. It's official. In May they will launch the option to have like in the Mayar app to have like a NFT wallet, so you can buy and trade NFTs. I'm thinking with e-gold token directly from Maya. You will be like you'll have a Revolut app like where you can trade NFTs. It'll be very, very helpful.
This is partnership with Ethereum, right?
Sorry?
That 5app is a Ethereum network partnership or something, isn't it?
Sorry, I couldn't understand you.
You talked about the app called Five, or what was the name of the app that you were talking about?
The app? The app I was talking about right now?
The wallet that can hold NFTs.
The wallet.
Yes.
It's called Mayar. MAIR.
I see.
Search for Elrond, ELROND, and you'll find also Mayar.
Oh, cheers, man. I'll have a look soon. Thank you.
Do any of you watch Altcoin Daily on YouTube?
with your imaginary, with your ultimate.
Are you seeing this? Bybit to suspend services to UK.
Yeah, I saw that.
Why are they doing that?
Again, what you said?
Aras, good morning.
Good morning.
Please, I want to share updates on the 4-hour charts on what I'm seeing here. I'm looking at this 46,000 level and what I think about it. And I'm sharing right now in both groups. I've sent to the Moon group and I'm now sending to the new crypto group. Please check.
I'm gonna keep cutting out all the shorts now.
If you're
I agree.
See the website thing about the wealth. That's the chart for the wealth, the shorts, and the long for the options and stuff.
right now, if you see, it's bouncing between 46 and 46.6.
Yeah, it's bouncing $200 up and down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It shouldn't go lower. It's not good for business.
Yo, Trizzo, what's going on, man?
Down. But it broke out on a 48, 300 and 47. It broke out of that.
I won't be surprised if it will broke down below 46.
I think so too, because the buyers are hesitant. Yeah, me too. I also think it's gonna break down to the low one more time, and then that's when we're gonna get the shoot up.
When the stock market are opening that in like 4 hours, am I right?
Yeah, over here they're opening.
Yesterday was correlated very well with the stock market. It opened on red and Bitcoin went down.
Whenever the stock market open on red, in the first 30 minutes to the first hour of the stock market go down, so I was pump up big. They open pretty high, go down.
No.
Can somebody tell me if you're hearing any music from me right now?
Yeah, I can hear music, man.
Yeah.
Shut the fuck up.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Hey man, come down. Who's that Yusuf?
He was
Bogdan,
asking people like
how are you, Bog?
Oh man.
Fine.
Be peaceful.
John Boy, are you feeling bearish?
Hey, Simon.
How are
Simon
you,
or
bro?
Simon?
Simon is
No,
fine, bro.
I'm always bullish.
The
But
bear is
still,
just a deflection.
no. Bears or bulls, I'm one and the same.
They can charge.
I do both, yeah.
One of my biggest fears in life is coming face with grizzly bear. That would be a massive problem.
Yeah. I think most would be in the same pair of shoes.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to face one of those.
If that's your biggest fear in life, then you're a pretty awesome man.
Really, yeah? Thank you, man.
Yeah, because the probability for that to happen is pretty low.
Really, yeah?
And, if you don't have any other fear, then you're good.
Yeah, grizzly bears and a nuclear bomb going off near me is that's about it, really. Apart from that, I'm fine.
You can maybe survive from a nuclear bomb.
I doubt it.
But from grizzly?
I doubt you'd survive. I think there's more chance of surviving a grizzly bear than a nuclear bomb, for sure.
That's not necessarily true. It depends where you are, with reference to 0.0.
Yeah, I did say standing right next to one.
Oh.
Unless I was wearing factor 5,000, I doubt I would survive. Sunblock 6,000 would help.
if you come face to face with a grizzly bear, one thing you shouldn't do is to run. Sorry,
Yeah,
John,
of course. You're supposed to stand there and scream and make yourself big, no?
no, you just stay calm and back off slowly. Like.
Yeah.
And give him a cracker.
Sit down and don't do anything.
Call it rares, mate, when that happens. So what do I do?
Yeah,
Are you, Red?
if you
No?
live in the south of Sweden, you must have met bears if you've been out like trekking, right?
No, I haven't met bears. I have met what it's called, moose. I met face to face, really close, like 2 meters away from me in the forest.
Those are cool.
Chocolate or vanilla?
Chocolate.
Nice.
I've seen reindeers, fox.
Simon, I have a solution for both of your fears.
What? Go on.
Start digging a very, very deep hole in the ground.
Straight away.
You'll be safe from both of them.
Like a cartoon. I dig a meter, half of my hole in like 5 minutes. Speaking of digging a hole, what the fuck is Bitcoin doing?
Did anybody see the video with Chris, how he got liquidated from his $1 million trade?
Oh no, shame.
No.
Just because of funding, man. Just because of funding. That's sick.
So what we're looking at, we're going to probably drop down to 440 and then swing back up for a new all-time high, baby.
Hopefully.
And then I'm going to sell at the top.
I'm keeping my faith we'll go down to 40, 48.
40, we're already at 47, bro.
40, 48.
48?
40, 38.
Oh, what? $1,000? 38, you reckon, yeah?
Yeah, yeah.
That's low, man. Why?
If we will go below 42, then it's not looking good.
No, there will be no panic. If you go to 38, it would bounce a lot harder up.
Kaylee's chart the other day was quite nice.
You weren't in the chat, but I was talking earlier. I follow a guy on YouTube. It's called the Blockchain Backer.
Okay.
I recommend watch his like past 5 or 10 videos.
Yeah.
The man is doing macro analysis.
Okay.
And he found very, very big similarities with the 2014 bull market.
Yeah, yeah.
And from his analysis, it's expected we go down to
Bro, Simon,
30.
mute your mic, man.
It's not me, man. I don't have a
Sorry,
dog.
my dog is. If you're hearing a dog, it's my dog, and I can't make it stop right now. I will just mute and speak after that. Sorry.
Both them. Can you tell me the name of that YouTuber? I didn't get the name.
It's a Blockchain Backer.
Okay, cheers, mate. Thanks.
No problem.
The dollar broke out yesterday. DXI, it's going up. That's not good for Bitcoin.
Why, Aras?
Because usually when the dollar goes up in value, Bitcoin dumps.
Right. Do you know why though, or just it is that way?
Yeah, it's strong dollar makes people want to keep dollars. So that's the reason.
Strong dollar makes people want to what? Sorry.
When the dollar is strong, people want to hold the dollars.
Right.
But when the dollar is losing value, people are more prone to invest in Bitcoin.
Ah, that's good.
It's like a very, very tiny bit of hope they were clinging into, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. But it will still take a couple of months for it to happen. But what I don't understand is how the dollar goes up in value when they basically announced yesterday that they're going to continue print and fuck.
Very strange.
Last year they printed something like up 40% increased the dollar supply. And they're going to continue to print, but I guess other countries are worse off, so with their currency, so people tend to hold dollars.
Aras. Aras, are you there? Hello.
Hello.
Sunrise.
Da, Dragoș, acum te aud.
Da, mă tot scoate și nu înțelegeam de ce.
Probabil ai probleme de conexiune cu internetul.
Probabil. Zi.
Is anyone here?
Oh.
Yes.
Bogdan, you're from Russia?
No, I'm from Romania.
Morning, everyone. Anyone awake?
Good morning, Morad.
Morad, how are you, bro?
Morning, guys, man. I know this is nighttime for you, John boy, isn't it?
Good morning.
Yeah, almost midnight. 20
God
minutes.
damn.
Hello.
What a mad 24 hours. Bitcoin dropping, man.
Oh, yeah.
Does anyone actually know what's the reason behind it dropping? I forget the F2 pool mining. There must be another external reason for it, man.
Look at after the last crash.
What's
Yeah,
that?
there was.
Look at the last crash. Look what he did on after the last all-time high at 40,000. Exactly the same thing.
I've just read something related to the US dollar rising a bit.
And also it's
yesterday.
probably correlated to the stock market.
You mean you did the dollar index, DXI?
For shizzle, my trizzle, how you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm good. Morning, how you doing?
Morning, man.
Morning, guys. Trizzle, have you
And
got a new
today
chart?
today in 2
Simon.
hours, they're
Simon, what's
expecting
up?
What's happening, bro?
regarding the dollar. So if the dollar keeps rising a bit, maybe not maybe, for certain, the crypto market would suffer a bit, and vice versa.
I think it just goes sideways, man, for now. If it does anything bad, I don't think it's gonna. I think it's gonna
Yeah,
keep on
sideways for
testing the support.
2 hours. In 2 hours, 3 hours. Sorry, in 3 hours, there will be another news regarding the
US dollar, the non-part yeah.
Yes.
No farm payrolls or something. I can remember. But yeah, I was looking at the I was just looking at it, yeah. It's just gonna test the support of the 200 moving average on the 4-hour time frame, because that's what it done last time in the last correction. I think the same thing's gonna happen this time. So I don't think it's gonna. I still think it's still in a bull market. It's just that it's just correct. It's just testing the support.
Yeah, correct.
I think 1 inch looks like a good buy, man. The indicators look very nice on the 1 day.
Yes.
Not
right.
as good as Reef, but in terms of, I think it's about to make a move upwards. Have a look at it, guys. 1 inch on the daily chart.
Yeah, and besides that, the chart looks very good right now. It didn't have a pump like any other dexes.
Coin, yeah.
I'm looking at 1 inch. I don't think it's ready yet. It looks like it's still falling.
On the 1 inch, if you look at it, yeah, on the daily chart, you'll see it's got like a, what do you call it? The MACD is about to turn over. They've got the crossover, and the RSI is extremely low. Does that make sense? Yeah, the RSI has dropped quite significantly.
Let me show you what I'm saying, because it just fell below the 52 MA on the daily, so it might still go a little lower. And if you look at the MACD also, the MACD is not having, there's no buy volume on the MACD actually. Let me share what I have.
You're sharing it in the group, yeah?
Yes, to the group.
Nelson, there's all the cleaning products for her. There's a list for her. She's got 4 hours today. Then we'll try it down to 3, so she gets used to it.
Drizzle, did you share it in the group?
I'm starting my Telegram on my laptop. Just give me some time.
Alright, cool, man.
I'll send it to the main group now. Then I'll send it to the other group also. Send to the main group. I'll send it to the new crypto group now.
Cool.
So if you look at the chart, that's the daily, right?
Yeah.
You can see the latest candle here. It's below yesterday's candle and it's red. Then on top of that candle, you see an arrow, red arrow. That is the sell indicator. That's what
Okay.
yeah, so you cannot buy into a market that is having a sell indicator on top of the candle.
So if I'm already in 1 inch, I've been 1 inch for a couple of like a week now, yeah. So I just remove myself for now, or do you think it's good to just stay in there?
If you've been in for a week, it might still go lower. That's from what I'm saying. You can see, if you look at the candles, they're having lower highs and lower lows.
Yeah.
And
So it's a downtrend.
Yeah, this is the downtrend I'm seeing here. We don't know how long it's going to take. So if I want to close the position and the losses, then look for something more bullish. Like Reef is in a bullish state now. So you wouldn't want to run along with 1 inch. Okay, this is 1 inch BTC. Are you doing 1 inch BTC or USD?
1 inch. I was looking at 1 inch USDT. Only 1 inch BTC.
Let me check. Let me check USD. I just checked now. This is BTC pair. BTC pair. Okay, give me some time.
Yeah, take your time, man. No problem. Cheers, man. Thanks.
I'm sending the USD pair now. So okay, that's one. I've sent to the new crypto group. I'm sending to the new group now. I've sent it. So if you look at the candles and the pattern, there's no much difference. They are both still going down.
Yeah.
Yeah. So and yes, there was a sell signal 3 days ago. So that means it's been on a downtrend that has a sell signal for the past 3 days. And we also don't know when this will end, because if you notice all the moving averages at that point, they are all converging together. That is like a squeeze actually in the price, and it may fall either down or up. But as you can see from the D, it's not looking positive. We have more sellers than buyers, so that means the price must still go down more and try and look for a support somewhere around the 4,000 levels. So you might know what to ride along with this. Yeah. So you look for something you can actually switch to reduce the losses. So before you talk about 1 inch, I was looking at IOST. Hold on. I was looking at it yesterday, and today I saw it in 5 minutes that it's trying to pick up.
IOST, you said?
I think IOSTX, right? You know it?
Yeah, I heard about it.
Yeah, I was looking at it this morning, and it was looking good. I'm going to put it on my chat and share what I see and how it looks like.
Thanks, man. Appreciate it. IOST? What are we getting now?
ROSTX.
Okay.
It result.
Yeah.
I saw that you're using on the moving averages 9, 22, 52, and 200. Is this better than the defaults, which are 10, 20, 60, and 120?
So over time, I've tweaked my moving averages and I use the one that usually works for me. This is the best that works for me. It obeys my signal here, so
okay.
That's why I choose it. Yeah.
IOST, I'm seeing that it's an NFT marketplace.
That means it's Bitcoin then.
Yeah.
IOTX. It's IOTX. In case you're
IOTX. Oh, okay,
Yeah.
okay. It's a different one. But also check out IOST.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pumping, man. IOST, right? You talking about IOST, right?
Yes.
Yes, I was about entering that trade, so I want to check again how it looks like now.
Don't buy it if it's pumping.
No.
It just started.
If it's an early entry,
Yeah.
Just want to check what is happening. Because I was looking at it yesterday, it was getting ready. So this morning I checked again. On the 5 minutes, it's gathering momentum right there. Let me check.
Because like you said, Fizzle, if you get on the train when it's moving, you get wrecked.
I understand. It's not really started yet. That's what I mean. I don't want to take a look. Yeah.
That was what you said. Good analogy.
Which one is? Do you think it's still a good idea to get onto Reef at the moment?
Still cheap though, isn't it, bro?
Reef is good if you are holding long that. It's still looking bullish. It's on your own trade right now. I'm going to share that IOTX 1 hour chart and you see how it looks like.